The Unseen is a 1980 horror film directed by Peter Foleg. That's actually Danny Steinmann. The film stars Barbara Bach, Sydney Lassick, Leliia Goldoni Karen Lamm, Lois Young, Douglas Barr, and Stephen Furst. The film opens with home decor and fucking noises. Noah's a leg lift, you perverts! There's a lot of love in this room. Jennifer splits in a new station wagon for an assignment with Karen and Vicky.
There's nothing they can do about it. They're packed.
So we'll find another motel.
The really good news is there's not a room left in town because of the festival.
They stop at this dump, which is run by Sydney Lassick. It turns out that this is a museum and not a hotel, but Ernest offers to see if he can find them a place to stay. That's cat abuse! He offers to put them up for the night at his home.
You're not listening to me. If you continue to refuse to listen to me, I will become very cross with you.
That sounds sketchy. They arrive at the Keller residence and meet Ernest's wife, Virginia.
Excuse me. I have to go back into the kitchen now.
You really must excuse my wife. She's not used to having visitors.
I guess she's not used to antidepressants either.
I hope you will be comfortable. Excuse me. I have to go and hide now.
Well, now we know who the cunt of the trio is. Jennifer and Karen plan on going on assignment as an ill Vicky stays at the house to rest and bathe. She gets ready as Ernest stops by and, oh, come on, pal. Busted.
Hello, is anyone there?
It's me, Ernest. I brought some extra blankets.
Yeah, it gets a bit nipply on this end of the house. Ernest then tries to charm his wife, but it looks like she's had it with his shit. They converse about something, then he plays the abuse card, followed by the ever-popular Ike's sorry, baby. Inside the house, Vicky takes a nap, and wow, they have some major airflow in the heating system. Vicky is startled awake by something, pulled into the ductwork, and then splat! Hey! Here's some footage Harlan Sanders doesn't want you to see. Meanwhile, what I guess is Danish Oktoberfest, Tony shows up and Jennifer is pissed. Here's a scene of Virginia feeding something in the basement.
Oh, hi. Beat up on any more women today?
So he's an abusive piece of shit, and Karen wants Jennifer to go back with him.
I know you told me to keep out of this, but I really think you should...
Karen.
This is probably the worst movie you've made in your life. He
Karen.
loves you!
Jennifer decides to talk to Tony as Karen heads back to Keller Manor. At the museum, Ernest gets loaded and has a flashback of talking to his father.
You ever think about getting married? I suppose not. You're too busy looking after the house and taking care of sister. Right, son?
Sister? Oh, no.
I figured she must be hiding something, but she wouldn't tell me what it was. So I had to beat it out of her.
Whoa!
Seems she got herself with child. The big question is, who would do such a thing to that poor dumb child? I figured it had to be some real low-life piece of scum. You know the first person I thought of, son? You.
Great. Now we have an incest angle.
Tell me, son. Did it feel good taking your own sister?
It sure as hell doesn't feel good hearing about it. Dad threatens castration, then a struggle, and hey, there's the old man. Meanwhile, and Karen arrives back at the house.
I know you're in there. If you don't come out.
Why would you pick up a bag like that, unless you were trying not to look at the corpse lying on the floor? Karen searches the house, and what a goddamn klutz. I'm gonna get me some of this floor fruit. She gets a little tied up and smashed into the heating grate. Please don't scream again. Meanwhile, we learn that Jennifer and Tony's relationship went to shit because of a knee injury, but V-Neck wins her heart back. What the fuck ever. Drunk Ernest gets home. You should probably tell him about the 2 dead bitches in the house.
Virginia? What? 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 What?
What? We then cut to Tony and Jennifer having dinner, and I guess she's pregnant, but doesn't want a baby right now. Then we cut to what sounds like Ernest being his incest baby. Then he tells Virginia, hey, we might as well kill Jennifer at this point.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. Let them find out. What can they do to me? Nothing.
Your father's corpse up on the 2nd floor of your museum? Tony drops Jennifer off. He'll be back. And oh, look, lightning to set up the atmosphere. How in the hell is there still a half an hour left in this thing? Jennifer finds the basement door open and is called down by Ernest, who blows smoke up her ass and locks her down there with the unseen. She examines the basement and hears a gratuitous scene so that Barbara Bach has the wet look. She tries the window and, oh, hey girls. She wakes up Junior, who wrecks the power, and holy shit, it's Flounder. He can barely contain himself. Ugh, you've had that bear against your face. Ernest makes a move and denied. It looks like Junior's making a move as well. What the fuck? Ernest comes down as Junior hides, Jennifer tries to split, and then Virginia attacks Ernest because she has had it with this shit. Now for the remainder of this, try to follow along, folks. Ernest attacks Virginia. Junior tackles Ernest's fat ass. Junior continues to freak as Jennifer climbs the hell out of there. Whoops! Locked, motherfucker! Junior takes a shot to the head, but this nail shot brings the big man down. Then Virginia attacks Ernest again. Can we fucking get on with this? Ernest knows Jennifer is in the hen house, and you know that hatch is going to get some play. See? They struggle out in the mud when our hero shows up. Do we honestly need slow motion for this? This movie's taking too long as it is. Oh, come on! If you had only done that 30 years ago. The Unseen has the DNA of a pretty decent slasher flick, but kind of stumbles on unimaginative ideas and being a bit long-winded. There's more shock value in this than actual scares, other than Stephen Furst's appearance as the Unseen Junior. That is a genuinely creepy character. The kills and effects are really nothing to write home about. There's only 2, really. And I think that's the final nail in the coffin for this film. And did we even need the character of Tony? He served no purpose, and him being eliminated from the script could have tightened this up so it'd be a bit better of a movie. All we get is a build-up to him blowing his knee out. Yay. I'm not saying the unseen should remain unseen, but it's definitely a forgettable piece of early 80s horror.